passing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good idea! Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for... Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you... To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it...
Excuse me. Can I help you too?
Hi.
Play?
Really? Like, a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here.
But,
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice...
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's curious. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy.
I think in that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a
Huh.
No.
That's right.
Huh. First time... Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big...
Yeah,
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're
Yes, you're right.
Come on.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will... Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there.
You're pointing at the sea.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memory. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and...
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister.
I see.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it...
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
So, what did Lynette mean to...
Oh, that. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies... Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Did all the introductions earlier not...
Hello, traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Please, don't take offense.
Oh, no, by the way, we were just getting...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. And please, follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
So, she's the Hydro Archon?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration! If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro Archon? How did you...
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. You had best stop and consider.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that...
Of course.
Ooh, I've got to see this.
Yes, but don't get too excited now. You may consider this my
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Lenny do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Huh? You call...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
in which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. But when there are valid ground, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon.
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, So,
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lynn.
I just know a few simple tricks I use. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine.
But isn't the Opera House where...
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a And speaking of performances,
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything.
splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. You really... This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that, I'm not sure exact. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, until one day, in the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters.
That sounds pretty gloomy.
There are lots of guesses. Others say that the people, but here in Fontaine,
If even the...
that's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years,
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
many people carry on with their lives. We hope that at least the people who, as a magical item.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Now, if